Hello and welcome, you joined me here, and you read the title right, for my NASCAR Cup Series debut, driving the number 15 for Rick Ware Racing, having some financial backing there from Avail Financial, sponsor that signed on board with me, as I am in the way of the man that inspired me to go racing, Kevin Harvick. But yeah, Avail Financial has signed on for the remaining 6 Xfinity races for our number 66 team down there. That haven't had yet a sponsor, and when Ford came asking, hey, you know, you got some speed, buddy, in that 66 car, want to try out some cup racing? I sure answered. We are driving a SHR prepared number 15 for Rick Ware Racing. Avail has said, yeah, sure, we'll take up that sponsorship spot on the big stage here on Sunday. It's an off week for the Xfinity Series, so it's just perfect. This is the only race that we've signed on, but both, you know, manufacturer, team, and sponsor, and of course the driver, me, wants to do, as we just avoid Zane Smith there, want to do some more racing later down the line, maybe, you know, across the summer stretch. We'll figure something out, whether that's with Rick Ware or some other team. We'll see. Yeah, gives me a chance to hopefully race against my idol Kevin Harvick, who I've just still running behind here in practice, but you know, car's been running decent. 21st quickest, not the best, but you know, we'll work on it. First cup start, we'll be all right, I think. And so here we are rolling off for our first NASCAR Cup Series start at the Kansas Speedway. Starting dead ass last, but that is to expect. Here, see what we can do in this race. 37 strong, 1 open car. That's the 36 of Zane Smith. Also auditioning for a cup ride with Front Row Motorsports, perhaps, maybe. And we are underway. Brian Cordejoy and Harrison Burton getting a good start here. It's just a top 30. That's what we're trying to do here today. As long as we can achieve that, I think we're gonna job all right. By the way, Tyler Reddick in the car that's won here in 2022 with the hands of Kurt Busch on pole position has led us to the green flag. Now let's just settle in after 35th, after 1 lap. Enjoy the race. Decent first couple laps here, really, just sticking to the bottom, having ourselves a good old run. Just got past Noah Gragson in the 42 car. Not trying to get around the 34 there, Michael McDowell. 36, Zane Smith mentioned him just a bit ago. Just at that teal and white machine. Up to 30th. We need to be. Let's just try to get past the 36 machine as well. Got the preferred line, really nice. Door, bumper, and clear for now. Up to 29th position, very nice. Even though 36 coming back side by side. Just ran my quickest lap, but he is not letting that top 30 go easily. We now have a little bit of a push from Noah Gragson. There's AJ Allmendinger, 16. Won at Atlanta in the Xfinity Series this season, if you recall. And clear Allmendinger, clear Smith, 28th position. That should beat in. Nice work here so far. 5 laps complete, excuse me. Up to 28th. Oh, and there's a big name up ahead. The blue and white car. That's Kyle Larson, of course. 2021 Cup Series champ. Not having the best of days here in Kansas early on. Oh, there was someone on the wall. It looked like Austin Cindric. From what I could see, that slowed these guys up. The white and black car just ahead. That's his 2 car. That's Austin Cindric. Gone past McDowell. Yeah, Cindric seems to have some damage. Now we're battling here with a NASCAR Cup champion and Kyle Larson, who continues to drive backwards side by side with the 5 there. What a nice learning experience for me in my first Cup start here, battling with some royalty. I mentioned this in the intro, of course. I would love to have a little bit of a battle with my idol Kevin Harvick, who is in his final season, as Larson just gets that position. I think Michael McDowell might look to get back into 27th as well, even though my teammate there, Cody Ware, holding up the 5 car just a tiny bit, so we can get a bit of a run. 44 has dropped back a tad bit. Let's see, can we? Nope, we cannot. It's Larson, chucks it to the inside. There seems to have someone. That is Denny Hamlin. Slow on the racetrack. Have a look at what happened there. There's some more slow cars. So something must have happened there. 14 the 1. And the 45 was there as well. That's the pole to the Reddick. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. There's seems to have been an issue. We move up to 22nd with their misfortunes. Here's what's happened. What's caused all the commotion. Denny Hamlin, losing drive, coming into the corner, making contact with Ty Gibbs. Harvick just narrowly avoiding him. Logano and well, that was didn't even see that, but that's caused that commotion there. Denny Hamlin losing drive. We got Ross Chastain on our inside. Michael McDowell there as well. We're trying to maybe make the outside work. Austin Cindric with some damage, you can see there on that outside line. Trying to hang there, but we're going to lose that spot to Chastain and maybe McDowell. But good run off the corner here. Only down one spot as it stands right now. Don't want to hit the wall here. Of course, Chastain jumps out there just a little bit. We're trying to weasel our way here through this group of cars. Larson's gone back at us. Now we've got to run here on the 2 of Cindric. We're going to stick it through the middle line there. Good run. Up a couple spots. Is that Chase Elliott? Coming to pit lane. Yeah, there's pit stops apparently starting. I don't see the need to, as most of the field stays out, but we'll probably then, yeah, we'll come next time by. For my first stop in the NASCAR Cup Series. It's getting tight, but the middle line is really my friend with worn out tires. I know Chastain's going to come down as well, so I want to get run over there by him. Little contact there with Ross. Sorry, buddy, but I'll try to take some positions here if I can. Tires get off, and tires will come on of this car again. And we should be out, of course, still the 4 lock nut sound here in the game. I think I have a next-gen sound patch somewhere. I'll probably use that if we go Cup racing full-time, as we have just completed our pit stop. Harrison Burton launching an attack for 22nd position. The man driving for the famed Wood Brothers in his second season. It's not been the greatest for him in his rookie campaign last year, nor this one. As we make contact with the 21, and that sends us in the wall. Caution flies here at Kansas. And that ruins our run. That ruins it. I think I was just a little bit too low on the racetrack there, and Harrison just didn't budge. The thing is, the car didn't feel that bad when I just came around here. I mean, I don't think the damage is that substantial. Of course, the Cup car's much more sturdier than the Xfinity cars. You know, I think we can get that vented out, and we should be good. But that was a short repair. Okay. Oh, there's now everyone else coming in. Or a lot of guys come in, so we got a lot of different strategies. The thing is, we can't make it on fuel. And I don't think they can, so if this goes green to the end of this this run, might be in for a situation we just had last week in the Xfinity Series, of course, at Dover, where we had. I don't think it's going to be that extreme. I think there's going to be guys coming in within the last 5-6 laps of this race, so we could lock ourselves into a good cup finish here, as we did so often in the Xfinity Series. I'd assume, you know, we're gonna come in just for a little gas and go. I think that's all we need, a splash and dash, you know. William Byron will lead us to the green flag. Denny Hamlin a lap down, pace car down on pit lane. 17 to go when we take the green flag, 15 on the tank of gas, and we are back underway in the Midwest for hopefully a green run to the finish. Be really nice. Ooh, there's some looseness gotten into this car. There's definitely the damage to the back, taking off some of the rear aero. I can feel that. Okay, it's better than I expected it to be, but it's still worse. And okay, the looseness is there. I don't like that. Okay, there's some looseness. I think I need to get down to the bottom to compensate for that, because I'm gonna be stuck here on the outside fighting with a loose car. Is he gonna collect everybody and their mother as we're dropping like a rock here? But and we get okay. I thought my spotter said clear. And we don't get a caution for that, do we? Save the car, but we don't get a caution. Yeah, let's just throw it down the pit lane. Get some tires. Man, this has not gone well. And just... boy. Yeah, no tires there. And just speaking out of universe terms, breaking the fourth wall here. I haven't had a race in the cup with the cup physics in a while in this game. Pretty much for better part of 1 or 2 months, I have not raced with the cup physics. We go a lap down there. Todd Gilliland also on pit lane. But it's all part of the rookie experience. You know, it's all part of the rookie experience. We'll call it that. We exit there on 2 laps down, but of course fresher tires than these guys. Going past the 8, try and maybe get past the 78. Who I just spun off the nose of. A second time I've spun off of someone. Look at the replay with Harrison Burt there as well, and that's definitely... I just entered the corner a bit too aggressively, just cut off in front of him, and you know, what did I expect to happen was going to happen, you know. But making some good speed, you know, of course, with the pit stops and everything coming up, as Kyle Larson throws it down already with 11 laps to go. You know, we're just staying out here trying to, you know, pick up as many positions as we can. 10 to go, and Denny Hamlin is for position on our lap as it stands. You know, we'll just keep our foot down and, you know, take note of all what's happened and learn from our mistakes for when we hopefully come back. I'd love to come back as we just nose into a wreck there. No chance of avoiding that. Ross Chastain and Ryan Blaney, and that has ended our day. Harrison Burton collects us, and someone else. Make it stop, guys. Make it stop. Yep, and that's us out of the race. What a way to go out. What a way to go out, though. Well, that is most certainly a top 10. Eric Jones wins at Kansas from Ricky Stenhouse, Zane Smith, Pole Sitter Reddick, Christopher Bell, Bowman, Suarez, Byron, Logano, Chris Buescher, your top 10. Kevin Harvick, actually, 13th position. Allmendinger, Burton, Larson, last car in the lead lap. A lot of cars a lap down. And we didn't even get last position, which is good, I guess. Kyle Busch, last car running. Blaney, Gregson, Dillon, Truex, Hamlin, Chastain, LaJoy, and myself out of the race. Well, that was certainly an experience, but, you know, there we have Eric Jones. I'll hope to come back to the Cup Series. Of course, I mentioned in the intro, this is, you know, the deal we have lined up was only for Kansas, but with the option, of course, to extend for a couple more races later down the line. I would love to do that. Would love to, you know, audition for Cup teams for 2024. If you enjoyed this little exhibition episode, of course, there's more to come. I just don't know when. In the Cup Series for an audition for a ride, as I mentioned. Leave a like, subscribe, see you out next time for either the JJLE season opener for 2026 O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, or the race at Darlington and the Xfinity Series in career mode. See you then. Have a good one. Goodbye.